chase Grant, and now we really start to open him up. So let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world. 20.
December 7th marked a defining moment in Australian athletics history. At the All-Schools Championships in Brisbane, a 16-year-old sprinter named Gout Gout accomplished what seemed impossible. He shattered Peter Norman's 200-meter national record, a benchmark that had stood untouched for 56 years. Gout crossed the finish line in 20.04 seconds. This performance broke Norman's record of 20.06 seconds by just 0.02 seconds. The margin appears small, yet in elite sprinting, such improvements represent monumental achievements. The race occurred under legal wind conditions with a tailwind of plus 1.5 meters per second, making the record officially valid. Peter Norman set his record while winning silver at the 1968 Mexico City Olympics. Norman's achievement carried significance beyond athletics. After his race, he stood on the podium wearing an Olympic Project for Human Rights badge. This gesture showed solidarity with American sprinters Tommy Smith and John Carlos, who raised their fists in the iconic Black Power salute protesting segregation and racism. Norman's record represented more than speed. It symbolized courage and social justice, making Gout's breakthrough even more meaningful. The previous record holder's daughter, Sandy Norman, expressed her family's joy through social media. "Congratulations, Gout Gout," from one of Peter Norman's daughters and the rest of our family. "Dad would absolutely have loved this." NR and AR. Understanding Gout's achievement requires examining global sprint rankings. His 20.04-second performance makes him the fastest 16-year-old in 200-meter history. This time surpasses Usain Bolt's 20.13 seconds, which Bolt ran at the same age in 2003. Among under 18 athletes worldwide, Gout now ranks second. Only American Ariane Knighton runs faster, holding the world under 18 record of 19.84 seconds set as a 17-year-old in 2021. The all-time under 20 rankings place Gout 6th globally at just 16 years old. He shares this position with Ramil Gulyev. 5 athletes have run faster times: Knighton with 19.49 seconds, Bolt with 19.93 seconds at 17, Blessing Akwasi Afrifa with 19.96 seconds, Letsile Tobogo with 19.96 seconds, and Issam Asinga with 19.97 seconds. Bolt holds the senior world record of 19.19 seconds, established at the 2009 World Championships. Gout's current trajectory suggests he could challenge such marks in coming years. His progression from 20.60 seconds at the World U20 Championships in August to 20.04 seconds in December demonstrates rapid improvement. The day before breaking the 200-meter record, Gout dominated the 100 meters. He ran a wind-aided 10.04 seconds in his heat, followed by a legal 10.17 seconds in the final. The legal time established both an Australian age group record and the 6th fastest under 18 performance in history. This double achievement across both sprint distances showcased his versatility and exceptional speed. Gout's athletic journey began in remarkable fashion. Born in 2007 to South Sudanese parents, he first gained attention in 2022 as a 14-year-old. His 100-meter time of 10.57 seconds at that age signaled extraordinary potential. The following 2 years brought comparisons to Usain Bolt, based not only on his times, but also his physical build and running style. His international breakthrough came at the 2024 World Athletics U20 Championships in August. Gout won silver in the 200 meters with a time of 20.60 seconds. This performance was 0.01 seconds faster than Bolt had achieved at 15 years old in 2002, which was the record at that time. Gout finished behind South Africa's Beyanda Walaza in that championship race. The progression leading to his record-breaking performance shows methodical improvement. At the Queensland All-Schools Championships 1 month before his record run, Gout lowered his personal best to 20.29 seconds. He ranked 4th on the all-time under 18 list heading into the December championships. His 20.04 second performance represented a massive 0.25 second improvement from his previous best. Gout's maturity and perspective shine through his interviews. His most memorable quote captures both his youth and extraordinary talent. These are adult times and me, just a kid. I'm running them. It's going to be a great future, for sure. He expressed surprise at achieving the record so early, stating, "I didn't expect it to be that fast, but I guess I ran Australia's fastest ever time in the 200. I have been chasing that record, but I didn't think it would come this year. I thought maybe next year or the year after that." His approach to pressure demonstrates remarkable composure. "My video went viral right before World Juniors and that already created pressure," Gout explained. "But you know what they say, pressure makes diamonds, and I guess I'm better than a diamond right now. We just take little steps, beat my PB by 0.01 and 0.02. Chasing that big sub-20, it will be great for sure, but I'm not expecting too much." The race itself unfolded dramatically. 4 leading sprinters remained relatively level through the bend. Gout hit his remarkable top speed, entering the straight and left, all competitors trailing behind him. His finishing kick demonstrated the explosive speed that separates elite sprinters from very good ones. Professional recognition followed quickly. Adidas signed Gout to a professional contract in October, making a significant investment in his future development. The German sportswear company focuses particularly on the 2032 Olympics, when Gout will be 24 years old. This early professional recognition reflects both his current ability and projected development trajectory. Training opportunities continue expanding. Gout received an invitation to train with Olympic 100-meter champion Noah Lyles in Florida. Their shared Adidas sponsorship facilitates this arrangement. Working with Lyles could provide valuable experience and technical knowledge as Gout develops his sprinting technique. Competition opportunities at the senior level await. Gout's 20.04 second time exceeds the 20.16 second qualifying standard for the 2025 World Championships in Tokyo. This would mark his first representation of Australia as a senior athlete at a global championship. The transition from junior to senior competition represents a significant step in any athlete's career. Recent developments show continued progression. At the Australian Athletics Championships in Perth, Gout became the 3rd Australian to run 100 meters in under 10 seconds. He accomplished this twice in one day, running 9.99 seconds in both his heat and the final. However, illegal tailwinds of 3.5 meters per second in the heat and 2.6 meters per second in the final prevented official recognition. The Australian 100-meter record belongs to Patrick Johnson, who ran 9.93 seconds in 2003. Only Johnson and Rohan Browning had previously broken 10 seconds for Australia. Johnson ran 9.88 seconds with a 3.6 meter per second tailwind in Perth before setting his official record. Browning clocked 9.96 seconds in Wollongong in 2021 with a 3.3 meter per second tailwind. The impact on Australian athletics extends beyond individual achievement. Public interest has reached unprecedented levels. At the Perth Championships, thousands of spectators filled the stands specifically to watch Gout's races. Approximately 80 journalists and photographers received accreditation for the meet, triple the number from the previous year. Gout recognizes his role in promoting the sport. "This is what Athletics Australia needs. This is what we wake up in the morning for. This is what we train for, and I couldn't ask for anything better," he explained. His performances provide exactly the star power needed to elevate athletics' profile in Australia. Competition balance presents ongoing challenges. Gout chose to contest the under 20 category for the 100 meters while competing in the open 200 meters, where he holds the national record. This strategic approach allows him to develop gradually while still challenging himself against senior competition when appropriate. His immediate competition includes established athletes. At Perth, Gout prepared to face Lockie Kennedy in the open 200 meters. Kennedy, age 21, had previously defeated Gout at the Moree Plant meet 2 weeks earlier. Such competition provides valuable experience and motivation for continued improvement. International competition exposure will prove crucial for his development. Competing against the world's best sprinters provides different challenges than domestic competition. The 2025 World Championships could offer this exposure if he maintains his current form and receives selection.
Gout Gout has broken the magical 20-second barrier as he took the 200-metre title at the Australian Athletics Championships in Perth. The teenager's biggest threat in the final was Lachlan Kennedy, who only just lost the 100-metre final to Rowan Browning last night.
Gout Gout, a 17-year-old track star, shocked everyone by running the 200 meters in under 20 seconds at the Australian Athletics Championships. His amazing performance left fans and experts stunned, with many still trying to believe what they saw from the young talent. Gout clocked an astonishing 19.84 seconds to claim the Australian 200-meter title on Sunday, delivering a performance that has the entire athletics community in awe. This comes just 2 days after he stormed to victory in the 100 meters, breaking the 10-second barrier with a blazing 9.99 seconds. The track world hasn't seen this kind of double since the early days of Usain Bolt.
So let's watch the young superstar rise. He's flying. He will be Gout of this universe.
The lanky schoolboy of South Sudanese heritage has now established himself as the second fastest under-20 athlete ever in the 200 meters under all conditions, surpassing times set by legends Usain Bolt, 19.93 in 2004, and Justin Gatlin, 19.86 in 2001, at the same age. Though the wind-assisted run won't count for official records due to a tailwind slightly above the permitted limit, it doesn't diminish the extraordinary nature of his achievement. Feels really good, that's what I've been chasing, Gout said after his historic performance. Top speed is my gift. I used it, took off, and I got sub 20, so I couldn't be happier. What makes Gout's achievement even more impressive was his composure under pressure. The 200-meter final was disrupted when two athletes false started, including his main challenger, Lachlan Kennedy. Instead of letting the situation rattle him, Gout remained focused. I was a bit nervous, he admitted afterward, but in my head, I'm just keeping my composure, keeping calm, because this stuff happens, you can't really control it. So I just made sure I didn't false start or be unsteady, and I took off. Take off he did. Gout's springy, languid strides appeared nearly twice as long as those of his competitors as he powered around the bend and crossed the finish line meters ahead of the field. The gap between him and the next finisher was so substantial that viewers at home were doing double takes at their screens.
Gout's 3 from the left, you're not going to miss him. He's going to lead them into the straight. Gout's got a lot to do, we knew that. He gets up alongside Law. Can he get to Kennedy? Not at the moment. Kennedy's in front. Gout's coming hard, very, very hard. Kennedy's won. He's upset him. He's beaten him by a whisker. Gout's come with a flying run, and Kennedy has absolutely turned his personal best inside out.
Social media erupted immediately after his run, with clips of his performance going viral within minutes. Track enthusiasts, professional athletes, and casual sports fans couldn't contain their excitement, with many declaring they were witnessing the birth of the next great sprinting superstar. Did we just see the next Usain Bolt? Posted one viral tweet that garnered thousands of shares. Another commenter wrote, "The way he moves doesn't even make sense. It's like he's from another planet." Even seasoned track journalists were struggling to find the words to describe what they had witnessed. One veteran commentator noted, "I've covered sprinting for 3 decades, and I've never seen a 17-year-old move like that." The scary part is he's still learning how to run.
I didn't expect it to be that fast, but I guess her end showed the fastest every time in the 200. I've been chasing that record, but I didn't think it would come this year. I thought it would come maybe next year or the year after that.
Gout burst onto the scene in December when he clocked the quickest 200-meter time ever by a 16-year-old, running 20.04 seconds and bettering Bolt's personal best at the same age. Now, just months later, he's crashed through the 20-second barrier with shocking ease. World Athletics President Sebastian Coe has described Gout as a rare talent, but emphasized the need for careful development. He is clearly talented, but there is a bit of realism here as well, Coe stated. He is an outstanding talent, but I think anybody that you speak to in the upper echelons of Australian coaching, and certainly here at World Athletics, will tell you that the biggest challenge in coaching is taking a really talented 17 to 18-year-old into the upper echelons of the senior teams. Coe added a note of caution. We have to be realistic about this. The vast majority of people who win World Junior titles don't go on to compete for their national team at senior level. This is a rare and precious talent that will need nurturing and protecting. Born in Australia to parents who migrated from South Sudan, Gout has been breaking barriers since he began competitive sprinting. His coaches describe him as humble and hardworking despite the growing media attention. He's just scratching the surface of what he can do. His coach told reporters after Sunday's race. The technique is still developing, and that's what makes these times even more remarkable. With Paris 2025 just a year away, speculation is mounting about Gout's potential impact on the Olympic stage. While some experts caution against placing too much pressure on the teenager, others believe he could be in medal contention if his development continues at this pace. What stands out most about Gout's running style is the seemingly effortless way he covers ground. His mechanics appear almost effortless compared to his competitors, who look like they're working significantly harder to generate less speed. It's this natural gift that has track aficionados convinced they're witnessing something truly special. The Australian Athletics Federation has indicated they'll be implementing a carefully structured program to ensure Gout's long-term development isn't compromised by short-term expectations. "We recognize what we have here," a Federation spokesperson stated. "The priority is protecting his progression and making sure he's able to fulfill his potential over the next decade, not just the next year." As clips of his record-breaking run continue to circulate online, the athletics world is holding its collective breath, wondering just how fast this remarkable teenager might eventually go. With his combination of natural gifts, technical potential, and apparent mental fortitude, the possibilities seem limitless. What do you think of Gout Gout's incredible performance? Is he the next great sprinting superstar, or should we temper expectations until he faces international competition? And could we be looking at the athlete who might eventually threaten Usain Bolt's seemingly untouchable world records? The conversation is just beginning as the world tries to process what this teenage phenom just accomplished on the track.
Away here in the heats, and he's gone. How do you do, Gout Gout? That is absolutely unbelievable. That is history.
Gout Gout takes the track world by storm with stunning performance. The young sprinter has an incredible 2024 season, leaving experts amazed by his speed and talent. At just 16 years old, Gout has already put himself in the conversation as the next big star in sprinting. But what makes his rise so extraordinary, and why is everyone talking about it? Let's take a closer look at his remarkable journey. On January 27, 2024, he ran the 200-meter race in 20.69 seconds. That's impressive for someone his age. Most runners don't get that fast until they're much older. This time put him in the same group as some of the best young runners ever.
Was a quick start from both of those men. Leading into the straight, it is Gout in the centre. Also Thamil of Sri Lanka going well and holding on to that second spot at the moment. 20.77 for Gout. Remember, this young man is only...
On March 16th, something really special happened at the Queensland Athletics Championships. In the under-18 division, Gout ran the 100 meters in just 10.29 seconds. When people saw this race, they couldn't believe their eyes. He didn't just win, he left everyone else far behind, especially in the last part of the race.
Another really good start there, and they're away in this men's under-18 200-metre final, so we're about to wind him up and watch him go here, Gout Gout. He's already got the stagger, so he moves right on past Chase Grant, and now we really start to open him up. So let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world. 20.07. That is not huge.
What made this race even more impressive was that Gout's time wasn't just good enough to win his age group, it was actually faster than the older runners too. He would have won the under-20 race and even the grown-ups race with that time. And here's something really interesting. There was no wind helping him run faster that day. The older runners actually had some wind helping them, but Gout still beat their times without any help from the wind. After winning all the big races in Australia, Gout went to the World Junior Championships. This was a really big deal because he would be racing against the best young runners from all over the world. Most of them were older than him, but Gout didn't let that stop him from doing something amazing. In the 200-meter race, he went up against an 18-year-old runner from South Africa named Bayanda Waza, who was expected to win easily. wait, there is more. The race against Waza was really exciting to watch. At first, it looked like Waza was going to win easily. He was way ahead of Gout in the first half of the race. Most people thought there was no way Gout could catch up. But then something amazing happened. Gout started running so fast in the second half of the race that he almost caught up to Waza. When people looked at the race carefully using slow-motion video, they found something really interesting. Gout ran the first 100 meters in about 10.8 seconds, but then he ran the second 100 meters in about 9.7 seconds. This is super impressive because most runners get slower in the second half of a 200-meter race, but Gout actually got faster. Even professional adult runners would be happy to run that fast in the second half of a race. To help you understand how fast this is, let's compare it to the Olympic finals. Gout's second half of the race was only 0.02 seconds slower than AR Knight, one of the best runners in the world. He was even faster than some of the adult Olympic runners. Remember, Gout was only 16 years old when he did this. The only thing he needed to work on was his start. If he could begin the race faster, he might be even more amazing. On November 3rd, Gout showed everyone that he was getting even better. At the Queensland All-School Championships in Brisbane, Australia, he ran the 200 meters again. This time, he ran it in 20.29 seconds. This was much faster than before, and it put him on a very special list. Only 3 other young runners in history have ever run faster than this Aryan Non, Usain Bolt, and Purol Bonson. Just one day before this amazing 200-meter race, Gout did something really impressive in the 100 meters too. He ran it in 10.31 seconds, which might not sound that different from his earlier time of 10.29, but there's something special about this run. He was running into a strong headwind, which means the wind was pushing against him and making it harder to run fast. If there had been no wind, experts think he might have run it in about 10.24 seconds, and with a helpful tailwind, maybe even 10.15 seconds.